Hey, welcome everyone to a new game of Catan. So let's have a look at the board. Well, the first thing that I'm noticing is that we have a pretty low ore board, I think. Not, well, maybe everyone will get on the ore because it's quite in the middle. The wheat is also really cornered, so it might not be available for everyone to get on a good wheat, but I'm not sure because the 6 here is in the middle. So as first position, you definitely want to take one of the or wheat spots. So there are two, the 5, 6, 11, but it's in the middle and I don't like that because most of the time when you get back, you will also be in the middle. So, or you have the same numbers when you get back to it, especially as first. And most likely you don't have a port. So in this case, I think the 5, 9, 10 is a solid choice. Getting all the resources for really cheap and have access to the 3 for 1 port because this one will not be taken. I'm quite sure. So we have all the room to, I think, get two settlement spots actually, because this one will also not be taken. Maybe someone wants to place it here or here, but I'm not sure. It's the only good brick spot left though, so that might be, but it's a little bit low production. It's also very hard on this board, I think, to play the road game. Maybe red can do that, but if the other player wants to do it, he has to take the 8 for 10 with the 6-3. I don't think that's a very viable option. What I do see though is that the third or fourth position, I think the third position will get a strong or a cheap setup. If you take the 5, 6, 12 or the 5, 6, 11, you either get the 3 for 8 or the 8 for 10, even better, or this 3 for 8, I think. So really good or cheap setup. Yeah, I agree with this choice. Also locking out the or. If you place it here, the 4, 5, 11 would be open for the last player. And well, as last position, I think you have to take the 3, 9, 11 here with maybe, yeah, I don't know, the 6, 4, 11 or the 3, 8, 10, 3, 8, 4. Not sure though. I think you have a horrible position as the fourth because you can't do very good or cheap game, I think. What you could also do is build to the 3, 9, 11 because I don't think anyone will take that spot. But you will not get wood or you won't get any brick. So it's very hard. I don't know what I would do. I think the 6 for 11 is a, yeah, I would take that for sure because, well, you have the best wheat in the game. That's always very nice. And then you take the 3, 9, 11, I think, here. With the wheat port, that could work for sure. But it will be hard for you to get here, I think. Because you won't get any good wood and brick trades because of the low wood and brick, of course. So I think it's obvious as gray you take the 3, 8, 10 over here. And red will get the 3 for 8. So what do? I could just take the 6, 3 here and guarantee myself an easy way to get to the 3 for 1 port here. I think that will be viable. Because I do think that this spot over here and this spot over here will be taken. And there are not that many good spots at the coast, I think, except the 6-3. The 8-4 could be viable, but I do think we are a little bit stuck because it's not on a 3-for-1 port. Yeah, I do like the setup of, oh wow, okay, that's really interesting that you take the 8-10 here. So that means I monopolize the wood over here because I do think the 8 for 10 looks pretty solid. Hmm. Yeah, I do think this is too good of a spot not to take the 8 for 10 here. However, we don't produce any brick. But the wood, I think there will be demand for wood, so we will get some wheat and sheep, and we are lacking a bit of wheat as well. If we take the 6-3, we don't know how fast we can get there, and I don't want to let this spot open. So I think we have to go with the 8-4-10, and also don't want to raise. So let's just point upwards here. So didn't expect that to be open. And we're already getting a good amount of wood. So let's see if we can get a wood for wheat trade here. I think pink is definitely interested. Or maybe you don't have the wheat yet, because you started off with this one over here. So let's see if someone wants a wood. Let's see what we can get. I'm sure there will be demand for wood here. Okay, the sheep, but the sheep is not that valuable for me. So then we pass here. Very nice, getting an early ore. I will do wood for wheat. Not sure if you want to give your wheat away though. But then you can at least build a road, because you do have the brick. So maybe he wants to do it. So my goal is to block this 5 ore, because that is the only weakness of gray. He's a little bit dependent on the 5 to roll, because otherwise he's stuck in his hand with sheep and wheat, which you can convert to, for example, development cards or cities even. So definitely want to block this 5 ore over here. Okay, first 7 of the game. So what do you block? I think you blocked the 9 ore here, or the 10 wheat. I could also see that happen. And you might, okay. I think you are then interested in the brick. I will definitely take this trade. So we have a chance to 7 out here. So I think I want to get a development card here. But let's first see if we can get another wheat, because there is some wheat in the game now. I think pink is interested. Okay, but she doesn't want to give me the wheat, I think. So what do we do then? Then we just get a development card here, I think. Getting a knight, really nice. So who do I think is in the strongest position right now? I don't think red is in a very strong position. I think gray is obviously in the best position here, because of the good or wheat sheep setup. And you have access to the 3-for-1 port. Great number diversification. And pink does have, well, if the ore gets rolled a couple of times, she could be scary. So 2 nines did roll already, so she has 3 ore in hand. So she only needs 1 wheat to get the city, actually. So that's why you don't want to trade me, I think, your wheat. You are saving up for a city, which I can understand. So maybe it's better to block the 6 wheat and steal from pink. Because I do think if she gets an early city, that's not good. Okay, so you put it on the 6 wheat, I think, here. But you steal from gray. Okay. I think because gray mono blocked or solo blocked red. Okay, so 10 is actually really nice for us. And we are getting another ore. So now I will try to offer my wood again. Okay, so you're looking for brick here. Yeah, I understand that you want the wheat. Oh no, why? You're giving her a city. So I know pink does have a sheep and a ore. So both are very good for me. But where do I block pink? I don't have a good way to block pink. I could just block the 4 wheat here, I think. Let's do that. And we did get the sheep. So let's see if someone wants a wood here. For a sheep. Not sure if I want to do that though. If you can give me a wood for brick, that will be fantastic. Not sure though if you want to do that. Okay, for 2 sheep I will do it, I think. That's a good trade. Okay, so there's the first 5 of the game. So now you can, yeah, get a road saddle. Wow, another ore. So I think Gray is also close to getting a city. So he needs 1 more wheat. Okay, not anymore though. And another ore, okay. And we roll 7, unfortunately. So I think I will get rid of all my wood because I don't need the wood. We are producing a lot of wood. Ah, we get the wood. That's unfortunate. Let's see if someone wants a wood here. So maybe it was better to block the 5 ore instead of the 4 wheat, I think. But didn't know if Gray traded her the city. So see, it's a little bit a slow game in the beginning. Because I think there's not many wheat rolls. That's why. Because wheat is, I think, one of the best resources in the game with ore. And you need wheat for basically anything except building roads. So she is stuck. She only has 3 ore. And I think Gray also has like 2 ore, something like that. So does someone want a wood here? I think the goal is now to go to the 3-for-1 port, honestly. Don't think I will get any trades, so I will just hold my cards here. I don't mind rolling a 7 and getting my wood away because I don't need the wood. So that's a bit, with this setup, you overproduce a lot of wood and then you already see you will get 7 out a lot because you can't convert this wood in actionable place. So if we put it here, that would occur far less often, but so don't understand why you wanted to steal from me. We do getting some good production though, so that's something. So definitely want to block this. Okay, I will do this straight for sure because I need the brick and I will get some wood for sure. So you get a development card here or another city. Oh wow. So that was not a smart play by me. However, I need the brick though, but I will now, I think, need to block red though. But I think this is better for me. I'm not sure. I could also block the 8 sheep over here. Yeah, I think I will do that. And we're getting another ore. I think I will just now put my road and just pause here. Don't want to give away my ore. If we can get 2 wheat. So you only have ore in your hand, I think. So does Gray have. And she does now have some wheat. So she could do something with it. So we are now, oh wow. So they are giving each other way too many good cards here. We do have a city on our own, I think now, if we roll a 10. But we need to city up now quickly, I think. So unfortunately, but let's see if someone wants a wood. I will do it for sheep. But if not, I have to get another development card here. So hopefully we're getting a good... Okay, knight is okay. So I made some questionable decisions. I shouldn't have traded red that easily. That's one. And two, I think, is blocking this 5 and 6 is way more optimal than this one or this one over here. So that are some couple of mistakes this game. Okay, we do get another 10. So we do getting a lot of cards. So I definitely want to play aggressive knight now and steal from red because there's a high chance we're getting either wood or sheep or brick. All are fine cards here. And I do think now red is in a strong position. We do get a wood, hopefully no 7 out here. Oh wow, and we do get the 10 here. So I definitely want to city up here. So let's see if someone wants a sheep for a wood here. Nah, not a sheep. What do I do here? Yeah, does someone want a wood, I think? No. Let's see if I can get some card for the sheep. Okay. For the wood. Maybe for the wheat, I would definitely do that. Yeah, let's just city up this one over here. And just 4 for 1 or wood for a brick. And now getting to this one over here. Oh wow, a huge 7. So that's really good. That's really a huge 7. 8 cards you have to throw away. So we are lucky now that the 10 did roll a couple of times on the right moment. I definitely need the board to trade my wood in for probably wheat. So you will block the 9 or the 6 wheat. Okay, luckily it's my wood because I do produce a lot of wood. So 10 would be amazing for us. Can already settle here. So don't understand. Well, I can understand you get some extra sheep, but the 3 for 1 port is also really nice, I think, for you. But well, I can see this play because I don't think you will get a lot of ore. Oh wow, you stay with 9 cards in your hand. Yeah, that's not smart at all. That's not a good play by red. So a couple of mistakes this game so far. So I think as gray you will put it on the 10 wood, I think. Or just a 9 brick. It's great for me. Okay, so I think the 5 ore here is an excellent block. You might want to get a sheep from me. Okay. So we can settle this turn though. Well, we are the only one buying development cards, basically. So if you give me a wheat for a sheep, I will definitely do that. But still not many wheat rolls. Sheep for ore. For 2 ore, I will do it, I think. Yeah, no one has the wheat, so I have to pause here. So red did get really unlucky though. 2 sevens in a row, but well, most of the time you can manage it by boarding away your cards for good resources. Because I think in Catan it should never happen, unless you are in the end game, that you will get like 16 cards. So it's sad, but it's partly because of his own decisions. So I still think that, well, now I think gray and red are in the lead. But we all have a shot at winning, I think. But I don't like the setup that much of pink because you already see she didn't build any roads yet. It's very hard for her to go to the wheat port. So I do think pink is in the worst position here. I do think also that, well, red doesn't have a great port. The sheep port is nice, but not if you are on the 8 sheep. Oh, again a 7. Okay, so we are playing with the AI now. We are getting a wood. Okay, so now you're getting a lot of development cards. That's your win condition for sure. Okay, so definitely want sheep for wheat trade. I can, okay, not anymore. I would say I want to offer my sheep for wheat. Ah, but now I can't trade my sheep anymore. Okay, so I definitely need to keep an eye on this 6 wheat over here. So Pink managed to getting 2 cities here, despite the low wheat rolls, so that's quite good. So if we can get to this port, we could be in a strong position. Because no one is on the port except red, but red doesn't have the gray port. I will have a good port here. Only downside of my placement is I do have a low wheat here. So from now on, I think I will only block the 6 wheat and the 5 ore. That are the strongest spots to block for sure. Okay, so red does have a wheat too, but so does gray have here. Now, come on, it's taking a long time. We don't got all day. Most of the times the AI plays really fast, but I think it has something to do with the reaction time of gray and pink, or just the internet connection in general. Because now it looks slower than it was before the player was the AI. So that's interesting. Okay, is this the first 4 of the game? Yeah, it is. I will do it for a sheep or a wood even. So maybe it was better to not city up this one and just settle here, but I'm not sure because this is going to be really slow now. We can't do anything for a couple of turns. That's not a great sign because especially early game, the things you want to do, you don't want that to take a very long time. Okay, we do get a 5 now, so now let's just first see if pink wants to give us a wheat for a sheep or a wood for a wheat. Okay, so then I will just 4 for 1. And now finally getting to the 3 for 1 port. And now my next goal is to get another development card here. So 6 wheat. Nice. But gray will put it right back on the 9 ore, I think, here. So interesting that you gave away your wheat while your wheat is blocked here. So you might have... Okay, so that was your goal, to get to the 3 for 1 port. Okay, so now I think gray is in the strongest position, for sure. So definitely want to block him and steal from him. And he's also my competitor for largest army. So let's do this. If she wants a wood. I don't think you need wood. You only need brick, I think. I don't need the sheep. I do produce a lot of sheep. Oh wow, 10 is really great for us. So let's see if someone wants to give us a wood. Or a wheat. Wheat for sheep I will do, I think. Not sure though. Okay, so in that case I will 3 for 1 my wood for an ore here. Because I do expect we will get more sheep overall. And this sets us up also for getting another city if we roll a 9. And then we can buy a lot of development cards. So hopefully we don't get stolen from, because it will hurt us quite a bit if ore or wheat gets stolen from. But Gray didn't play his knight when it was on the 6, so that is very good, for sure. Well, this takes ages to... So, if you... not sure though. What I want to say is, what my next priority should be. I think, well, it depends on the cards I get. I could either city up the 8 for 10 or getting another development card. Both are fine options. And how do we win? So, classic or cheap game is getting 3 cities, 2 victory points, and largest army. I think that will be the case for us as well. We already have 1 victory point. So if we can get another victory point and getting largest army, I think we have some options. So you are thinking, so maybe you do have the mono here in hand. Okay, wow, 10 is really good for us. Mm, yeah, I will do this straight, I think. Because I need the development card, and I'm not sure if I can get the 4 or the 5 next turn. Yeah, and you only built 1 road, so yeah, I think that was the pretty good trade for me. Otherwise, I have to 3-4 my wheat, which I definitely don't want to do here. Okay, road building, that's interesting. So in that case, we could win with also 4 cities, and we are not dependent on 2 victory points anymore. So let's just hold here. Okay, 10 is really great. However, we also have to keep in mind that we need to get another knight, and Gray can do it quickly as well. But some unfortunate rolls, I think, for Gray so far, because he does have good numbers, but the 10 did roll, the 12 did roll, another 10, an 8, and the 6, which was blocked. Don't know if you have a brick, but I can always try. So he only did get 1 sheep. Yeah, this is definitely not a victory point. I think you have a mono in hand, because you're taking a lot of time. Okay, so the 4 is really nice here. Ooh, but will you mono now the wheat? I'm not sure though. There's not that many wheat in the game. Okay, that's also a good roll, but also a good roll for Gray here. So I think in this case we will get to the 6-3 over here, I think, or the 6-2 even. Definitely want to prioritize here getting the largest army. Oh wow, that is a fantastic roll for us. So let's see if we can get a brick also. This could be a huge turn. Okay, so we are definitely buying one dev card here. We do get a knight. So now, let's see if someone wants a wood here. Or a sheep. Or even a wheat. Okay, so in that case, I think I have to get another development card here. And now I have to make a decision. Do I already want to play the row building card? I think I also want to get another development card here. Yeah, let's just build the row building now. So we have a very good shot at getting long road as well here. Especially if we can get on this 6-3 over here. This is a really good spot for us. And if we can get to this spot, we also have all the good numbers. So I think you will buy a lot of development cards now as well. Or even building a city, that could also be a viable play. I am ahead now in the largest army race for sure. So definitely want to block gray here. And you get 2 ore, so that means so some people then they want to block the 5 ore because it rolled, but it's better to block the other good one. I will do it for a wheat here. Wheat is valuable to me. Oh wow, oh, 2 dev cards, okay. But now I'll definitely play my knight. And getting the ore hopefully from gray. And we do get it. So now we can get another development card. Oh wow, another one. I think I will steal again from gray. Yeah, so that's pretty nice. And we do get a victory point. So that means 1 settlement and the city will do the job here. So now you will steal from me most likely. Unless you don't have a knight here. Because otherwise you would have played your knight. So I think I'm pretty certain you do have the mono in hand. But luckily now I can 3 for 1 all my resources. Honestly, we can win next turn. Now I'm thinking of it. We can just play our row building card and win the game. So we have a guaranteed win here, but can we get to 11 points though? That would be fantastic. And I think there's a high chance we will get to 11 points now. And you don't steal from me, that's also very interesting. But I think you are afraid that I will put it right back on you. So you're not trading me because you won't give me the option to. So don't want to play my knight here. Okay, so let's see if we can get a sheep for a wheat. I want to finish this in some style. Then let's just get another row building and just win the game here. So very nice win. We are, I think, back in top 50 now. I did lose some games, but the goal is still to get to top 20. So definitely want to go for that. Hope you enjoyed and see you next time.